Wanna be Ryan the Great, and today we are talking boxing, guys, and mamma mia, we have a great video ahead for you guys. We have a breakdown between the fight between Errol Spence Jr. and Terrance Crawford. We're going to be talking about who is next for Terrance Crawford, and we're going to be talking about who is the pound-for-pound king between Naoya Inoue and Terrance Crawford. And we're going to get right into it, but we have a channel update before we get right into it. Yes. So the channel update, I had to think about what I was going to say. So from Wednesday to Sunday, I will not be in Philly. I will be down the shore, be on a little vacation. I need it. Jesus, Christmas. But anyway, yeah, I will not be here. There will be content out. We will have a reaction to the trade deadline. That will be out on Wednesday. I'm not so sure about Thursday and Friday. I have to figure that out. SummerSlam predictions will be out on, Saturday, and we could have a Sunday video ready. So if there is any, blockbuster stuff that does happen, like in the NFL, NBA, etc., I will be here for it. I will not be here for it, so you guys will see it either on my community tab, or I'll just make a video about it when I come back. No streams, obviously, from Wednesday to Saturday. It's a shame that we cannot stream SummerSlam, but I will have the predictions up on there. And if there's an added extra match on SmackDown this Friday, I unfortunately will not be able to talk about it, but I will once again talk about it on my community tab. So make sure you guys are updated on my community tab, just to make sure, you get all my information down. You make sure, you know everything about what's going on in the Ryan the Great channel. So now let's get right into it. But before we get right into it, guys, make sure you guys subscribe with the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother, Ryan the Great Vlogs. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel at Ryan the Cod Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on X at Ryan the Great RTG. I still can't get used to saying that. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Ryan the Great RTG, and make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Ryan the Great Podcast. And finally, without further ado, let's get right into the video and let's roll that intro. Wanna be Ryan the Great, and today, oh hell yeah! Well, it's not that hard to understand if you know anything about football. Touchdown! A touchdown! Philly, and the Phillies walk it off! Alright, so let's first break down this fight between Errol Spence Jr. and Terrance Crawford. So, starting off, the first round obviously went to Spence. We do all know that. Spence, was the more aggressive fighter, was landing his jabs. Weren't very effective, but he was still landing and throwing more than Crawford in that round. But in the second round and on, Crawford just dominated. The first knockdown that he had, Spence, I can break it down. So, Spence was off balance. He was so off balance. He was, leaning forward, and his fist, he already missed. Crawford already missed. And then right here, wide open, Crawford just, a power punch right there. Spence is down. Didn't really affect him too much. But from that on, it was just Crawford. I always say that he's a dog. He's a street fighter. And he just throws punches. They're very accurate. They're very effective. And as we saw, Spence was bleeding. His face was all puffed up and everything. It was not looking good. And then in the seventh round, Spence just couldn't go anymore. And Crawford just, ultimately just beat the living crap out of him. And you can't really break down the punches because he's just throwing anything and he's landing everything. And it's really, really scary because he's got power behind those punches, man. And then Spence said after the fight he wants to go again, in December. I don't know why you would want to go again against that. You better be more prepared, my brother. But I don't want to go up against Spence either, so I'm gonna stay out of that. But who is next for Terrance Crawford if it's not Errol Spence Jr. in December? It could be, I can't say his last name, Tim Tszyu, I think that's how you say his name. He's a possibility. He's a pretty good fighter with a pretty good record, but Bud should sleep him too. I don't expect that he'll last too long with Terrance Crawford. Jermell Charlo, that's another option, but that wouldn't be for a while yet. That'll probably be in the new year because he's got to fight Canelo in September. That really wouldn't work out in the current moment in time. So I think maybe a rematch with Spence would be something all right, and then maybe he could move up again, or he could defend his belt, his 4 belts once or twice in the welterweight division, and then maybe move up a weight class. I'm not so sure what he'll do, but for now, maybe take the rematch with Spence. I mean, there is a clause there, so Spence can decide whether he wants the rematch or not. I assume he'll take it. He's going to want to get those belts back, so we'll probably see that in December. But for right now, Terrance Crawford, well, we'll wait on that. Who is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world? I was almost about to reveal who I thought. It's between Inoue and Crawford. Inoue, I think he has a great future. He can move up classes, and he has a lot left more to do. But Crawford still has some more to do, but has done more than Inoue. Let me explain why. Terrance Crawford is the first fighter in the 4-belt era to win all 4 titles in 2 separate weight classes, and he still can move up and probably still dominate more weight class divisions. That's how deadly Terrance Crawford is right now. I think he's more deadly than Inoue. He's a dog. He's a street fighter. His punches. I'm not saying that Inoue is not any of this stuff, but I'm just saying Crawford is on a different level. Now, obviously, I think Errol Spence Jr. is better than Stephen Fulton, even though Stephen Fulton is my favorite boxer right now. So Errol Spence Jr. is a better boxer than Stephen Fulton. And from the 2nd round to the 7th round, Terrance Crawford dominated Errol Spence Jr. And some people, not everybody, but some people did expect Errol Spence Jr. to win that fight. So, yeah. And Crawford's jab is very underrated. His power punches, as I mentioned earlier, are accurate and very effective. I forget what they said Mike Tyson said about Terrance Crawford's jab. It was something like lightning. I don't really know. But he was definitely, coming from Mike Tyson, he's definitely, all I know is that he's right there. Now, he's very effective, very accurate power puncher. He can make you pay when you're against the ropes. That's like Canelo. If you make one mistake or get off balance, evidently in the Spence fight, he's going to make you pay. He's going to knock you out. And you can't really do much against him. It's so hard to play defense because he just finds those spots where to hit you. And all you can really do is cover up. There's not really much you can do against Terrance Crawford. He's just that much of a knockout artist and that good. So right now, I have Terrance Crawford as the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. I really don't think it's that close, honestly. Until Inoue can move up weight divisions and prove to me that he can still hang. Well, not still hang. I think he can hang. But if he can move up weight divisions and prove that he can hang there, and maybe keep moving up. I'm not so sure, but Crawford's gonna be moving up his 2nd weight class or 3rd weight class, whatever the hell. I don't really know, but yeah, Terrance Crawford, best pound for pound fighter in the world right now. That'll do it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother Randy Great Vlogs. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my 2nd channel at Randy Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on X at Randy Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Randy Great RTG. And make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Randy Great Podcast. And as always, Randy Great out. Peace.